So far we have the add modal and we have the details modal where you can click on edit and you can jump into edit models. The next thing what we need is the delete modal. So let's see how we can create that one. For that, let's get to our code, and what we can do is we can collapse this thing. Okay, and for delete we don't need much of the details. So what we can do is we can just copy the details model here, and then I'm going to paste it here, save that, and we're going to just update this ID first. So where's that delete thing? Okay, here it is. Just copy this, and then we're going to replace with this one. Okay, so let's see if that works. If I click on delete, you can see that we get the details model. That's fine for now. So what we're going to do next is, first thing is that we're going to get rid of this model header. So we don't need the header here. So I'm going to get rid of this one, save that. We just need the body here. And for the body, we're going to add some classes, but we'll also get rid of this table. We don't need this table. We do require the model footer, so I'm going to keep that as it is. Now, since we removed the model header, the close button is also gone. So we're going to add a lot of details inside. So let's get started with that. So inside the model body, the first thing what I want to do is I want to add a h4 tag with a class fw light. So basically this will make the font lighter, and I want to remove all the margins. So I'm going to set that to M0. And inside this, we will create a simple update called like, do you want to delete the, or actually we can get rid of the and simply say strong tag. And inside that we'll add a quotation and say John Doe. So do you want to delete John Doe? And then here we're going to add in a question mark. Then we'll add a close button right beside this. So let's say div dot, actually that's a button. So say button, type is button. Then we'll say class is btn close. Now we want this to be aligned to the right side. So I'm going to call this as ms auto. It's going to align to the right side. And then when I click on the close, we want to dismiss the model. So I'm going to say data ps dismiss, and then we'll set that to model. And here we'll say aria label is close. Let's save that. Let's see how that looks. If I get to the browser, if I click on delete, okay, so this is fine, okay, but the button is at the bottom here, so we want it to be actually on this side. Now we can do all of those modifications on the model content, or actually the model body over here. So what we'll do is we'll break this here and we will add in some classes. So first thing I'm going to get rid of this p0 because we want some padding there. Then I'm going to call this as text center, and then we'll add the flex, that is deflex, and then we'll say justify content between, and then we want them to be vertically aligned. So I'm going to say align items center. Let's save that. And now let's get back to the browser. Let's see how that looks. If I click on delete, okay, so this looks much better now. And for the footer, let's get back here. So we have this footer. So what we're going to do here is we're going to add deflex, and then we'll say justify content center, and we will get rid of this extra stuff. Okay, and we'll call this as danger, and here I'm going to give the value as yes. And then for the data dismiss, we'll give a class call, we'll give a value called nope, go back. Okay, so we can change this to a button. So I'm just going to type in as button, and instead of href, we will give this as type as a button. Actually, we'll set this to submit. And for this one, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to change this to a button, and we'll get rid of this href. We'll say type as button, and we'll change this to warning. Let's save that. Let's get to the browser now and let's click on delete. And now you can see that, do you want to delete John Doe? If I click on yes, that's going to delete that. And if I click on no, go back, it's going to go back to my table.